Hey, it's Jeff, your handsome, humble host for the Good, Clean, Funny Trivia Show, goodcleantrivia.com. I'm going to ask you 15 questions in 15 minutes or less, or it's free. Oh, wait a second, it's already free. Categories today are 1973. This stuff happened in 1973, smack dab in the middle of my generation, Gen X. We were born between 1965 and 1980. Does that make 73 in the middle? I was never a math guy. We're going with it. Bread. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions about bread for round 2, and then general knowledge trivia questions. Round out the game for you today. Let's go. In 1973, this horse won the Triple Crown. In 2025, every horse in the Kentucky Derby was a descendant of that horse. That should be a gallop, a trot. 1973, this horse won the Triple Crown. This year, 2025, every horse in the Kentucky Derby was a descendant of that horse. What's the horse's name? 1973, round 1, question 1, that was it. Question number 2. This company absolutely positively began operations seemingly overnight in 1973. Hint. This company absolutely positively began operations seemingly overnight in 1973. If you know, you know. You're doing great. Question number 3. This album began its record-setting run of 950 weeks on the Billboard charts in 1973. Album was released in 1973, went on the charts, stayed there for 950 weeks. All this stuff happened in 1973. That's question number 3. Here's question number 4. The U.S. officially pulled out of which conflict after signing the Paris Peace Accords in 1973? Not a war, officially a conflict. Last one for 1973. People were losing their minds, screaming, crying, running out of the movie theaters over this shocking film based on a William Peter Blatty novel. In 1973, that's when it came out. I still can't watch it. I can, but I don't like to. People were losing their minds, running out of movie theaters, screaming. Scary movie. 1973. What was it called? Okay, that's round 1. The horse that won the Triple Crown in 1973, all of the horses in this past Kentucky Derby were descendants of Secretariat. Secretariat, great racehorse. This company absolutely positively began operations seemingly overnight. Remember the guy that spoke fast in the commercials way back in the day? That was FedEx, 1973. This album began its run of 950 weeks on the Billboard charts, 1973. See you on the dark side of the moon. Played that a million times when I was a classic rock radio DJ. The U.S. officially pulled out of Vietnam in 1973, Vietnam. Question number 5. People went absolutely bonkers over this movie. It was so scary. I wasn't allowed to watch it because I'm not big on scary movies, and especially religious-based scary movies. That just, the devil and stuff scares me. The Exorcist is the answer I was looking for. The Exorcist. I'm sure you got that. Congratulations. That was round 1. Good job. Round 2. Bread. 5 questions about bread. Away we go. Which type of bread is famously baked in a Dutch oven and known for its hard crust and chewy interior? My favorite bread. You can make decorations on it too if you're making it with a little razor blade. Question number 2. This Italian bread, often seasoned with olive oil and herbs, has dimples on the top. You kind of, when you spread it out, you kind of just bonk, 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 bonk like that. What do you call that bread? I took up bread making over the pandemic. Can you tell? Question number 3, which sour, dense German bread is made mostly from rye flour? Rye flour German bread. Yummy. I love all bread. They say man cannot live on bread alone. Give me bread and some dipping oil and some maybe salt and pepper. That's about it. I'm willing to try. I might not be able to survive, but I'm willing to try. Question number 4, this Indian bread is traditionally cooked in a tandoor oven and served with curries. Didn't really experience much of this bread till we moved to the city. And I love it. I love Indian food now. Indian bread is traditionally cooked in a tandoor oven and served with curries. We love those too. Last question, question number 5.
Incredibly difficult question of the week.
This flaky, layered breakfast bread is technically a pastry that originated in Austria called Kipferl, but is widely known better as what? That's the hardest one this week, sucker. This flaky, layered breakfast bread, technically a pastry, originated in Austria called Kipferl, Kipferl, but is widely known better as what? We love that sucker too. All right, here's your answers. The bread you make in a Dutch oven, I make it all the time. Sourdough, of course. Question number 2, the Italian bread, focaccia. Focaccia. 3, sour, dense German bread made mostly from rye flour is called pumpernickel. Pumpernickel. Love it. Some mustard, some salami. The Indian bread, traditionally cooked in a tandoor oven and served with curries, but you get it with your Indian meal no matter what you get. Naan. N-A-A-N, naan. I love me some Indian food, man. Finally, this flaky layered breakfast, technically a pastry, originated in Austria called Kipferl, but is widely known better as le croissant. Croissant is what that is. I had no idea. I don't know this stuff, man. I just Google. Yep, croissant. Your incredibly difficult question of the week. How'd you do? Great news. On to round 3. 15 questions, another 15 minutes. Hey, the Good, Clean, Funny Trivia Show is available for corporate events, private events, team building events, old folks' homes, golf course communities, you name it. I'll bring the funny. Good, clean, funny. No religion, no politics, no uncomfortable subjects. Good, clean fun. Hit me up on the socials. Round 3, away we go. The famous painter Van Gogh sold only one painting during his lifetime. What flower was featured upon said painting? Van Gogh's only painting he sold during his lifetime. Poor guy. Sold a lot afterwards. Question number 2. Mount Everest in Nepal is the tallest mountain above sea level. Where is the tallest mountain measured base to peak? I'm not even going to make you name it. I'm just asking, where is it? Mount Everest is in Nepal, and it's the tallest mountain above sea level. If you're measuring from base to peak in total, where is the tallest mountain in the world? In the world. Question number 3, general knowledge trivia questions. This element essential for life makes up about 21% of the Earth's atmosphere. What is it? What makes up 21% of the Earth's atmosphere essential for life? That's number 3. Question number 4. Which U.S. city's name translates to the Meadows in Spanish? How do you say the Meadows in Espanol? It's an American city. You got this. Last one. You ready? Here we go. The 17-year locust is also known as what? We moved to Maryland when the 17-year locusts all came out. It was eerie. It was wild. I don't know how this works, but nature, man. The 17-year locust is also called what? That's the end. Van Gogh only sold one painting. It was sunflowers. One painting in his lifetime, poor guy. Mount Everest in Nepal is the tallest above sea level. If you're measuring completely from base to peak, that's Hawaii's Mauna Kea. The element essential for life is oxygen. My research tells me that the reason things were bigger way back millions of years ago is there was more oxygen in the atmosphere. That's why you had all these giant creatures and things. I could be wrong. Science. Oxygen. 4. Which U.S. city's name translates to the meadows in Spanish? Las Vegas. Las Vegas. The meadows. I've been there and I can't remember the last time I was in there. 20 years now? Gosh, time flies. Finally, the 17-year locust is also known as what? Cicadas. That's your final answer. Thanks for hanging out. Don't be afraid to hit me up and hire me for your private or corporate event. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and at goodcleantrivia.com. See you next time.